Somebody asked me, I think in South Africa, he said, why do you use the Bible as your main text in your leadership training? And I said, it's the most authentic book on this earth on leadership. It will take any man from below zero level to the topmost top in the race of life. He said, if you follow all, that is, the more you discover and the more you follow, the higher you fly. Can I hear you? Leadership is taking the lead, setting the pace, and blazing the trail in one's field. Taking the lead, not taking a title. Setting the pace, not occupying a place. And blazing the trail, not telling the tales. Blazing the trails in one's field. So when you talk about a business leader, you are talking about a leading businessman. Can I hear your amen? You're talking about a leading, not a talking, a leading businessman. When you talk about a leading lawyer, you are talking about a leading legal practitioner, a leading man in legal profession. So leadership is not about taking a title, occupying a seat, occupying a position. Leadership is about taking the lead, setting the pace, and blazing the trail in your field. It is not occupying a seat, therefore, it is accomplishing a feat. Accomplishing a feat. It is not occupying a seat, it's accomplishing a feat. F-E-A-T. It is not occupying a place, it is setting a pace. Everybody is gasping to catch up. It is not occupying a position. It is making outstanding contributions. Now, more than 80% of the stories of men that change the world are not political leaders. More than 80% of men who have changed the course of history are not presidents of nations. They are just outstanding leaders in their field. When you talk about leadership in Africa, the first thing that occurs to any average African is political leadership. You see, our problems are our leaders. You say, who are they? The politicians? There are people in this Nigeria that are worth more than the entire Senate. How many agree with that? That is in value to the outside world, to the developed world, to the world powers. That is, their voice weighs more than everybody gathering around in the Senate. There are individuals in this country that are worth much more than all the members of the cabinet. Now, when they speak a word, New York Times will pick it. That's why we are mostly grounded in Africa, because our concept of leadership is archaic, it's primitive, it lacks all sense of currency. There was a time that Bill Gates took a stand. The whole Congress of America stood up to see how to beg him to step down on it, because he plays a major role in determining the economic playout in America. Leadership is not occupying a position, it is making outstanding contributions in your field. Outstanding contributions in your field. It is not talking the lead, it is taking the lead. Leadership is not an appointment. It is a product of one's attainment. Leadership is not an endowment. It is an accomplishment. Now, this understanding will help us to know that bearing a leadership title does not connote a leader. That's why being a founder does not make a leader. That is why being a bishop does not connote a leader. That's why being an archbishop does not connote a leader. They are just titles of convenience. There are things that are comfortable with you. You know, when you are little kids and you play football, they say Alasko, and you say yes. That means you like the title, then you can pick it. Then you become Alasko from there. Amen. They are titles of convenience. They are not anything. There are many people you call doctor today. They too know they are not doctors. You know what I'm saying? There are people you call professor. They know they are not. There is a quota system professor. Because one professor must come from that village, and since there is no one there yet, let's make him. So titles are just issues of convenience. They are things that you like, and so when they call you, you are okay by it. When they call you, do your hand like this, yes. That's my name. They say Jasper, you say yes. Nebraska, you say yes. So there is no entitlement in titles. Your entitlement is in the task accomplished. In the task accomplished. In the task accomplished. Having said this, you already know. I mean, there are people who are governors in this country before. They are less than citizens now of this country. And they are not dead. They are still alive. You see him pass, that man he used to be a governor. Yeah. I said that one was one time minister. Minister of what self? There are titles. There are titles that come and go. That means the subject of leadership is simply subject of outstanding success in one's field. That's what it is.